balance between reaching out to the masses at the same time to make sure that it is relevant to the individual. Like the individual is also, connecting with the brand in a personalized manner.
See, I think that's where the the responsibility increases, because we all believe that this is a mass media content and that's a personalized content and it has to be different. Yes, at the very outer surface, it might come across a situation like this. But imagine ultimately your mass media is made up of individuals only. If you look at the larger picture, ultimately mass media is nothing but collection of individuals, right? So I think as a brand, it is very, very imperative to understand that whatever you are, communicating or messaging needs to strike that chord with that individual. Now, if it is an individual, it becomes a personalized messaging. And if it is about those millions and millions of those personalized messaging, it becomes mass media. So I think that's where my point is, that keep it simple. I'm repeating that because we tend to make things at times difficult or complex just because we want to prove a point. So I think that's where we refrain and we take a step back and say, okay, fine. How do we go ahead with this? Because see, it's not a category which is organically going to engage you. So today, if you're talking about LED products, very seldom you will remember what all brands you are actually using at your own place and what all watts you have, right? So example, if I'm asking you, Devleena, like how many brands you're using in terms of LED product and what all wattages it brings to you, tell me right now the answer if you are able to.
I actually don't remember. It's maybe Philips or I'm not.
That's because the engagement is not organically present, right? Because you don't want to sort of take that lead and understand, okay, fine, what brand, volts, wattages, etc. Search and all these elements, right? Because ultimately it also depends, where are you going to use that bulb? Because Indian customers are extremely jugadu. I mean, like, if the bulb goes out from your drawing room, then you will go and bring that balcony bulb and put it in the drawing room. And then you will say, I have maybe 6-7 days of easy time before I go out and actually buy the bulb. Maybe emergency comes to you when the bulb goes from the washroom area, right? And then you have to like really come into action and say, okay, fine, what now? So I think we have this element, right? Number one. Number two, there is no organic engagement, as was the case, I would say 5 years back. Now at least people are, understanding the nuances of the category. They are aware about what is smart LED is actually, and stuff like that. So I think that's where the whole balance needs to be maintained. That whether it is an individual, you need to still be relevant, or whether it is a mass media content, it still needs to be relevant. So I think that's where we manage the show, I would say, successfully.
And the example was so clear, Amit. I mean, it just it was a bullseye that individual plus individual plus individual equal to is a mass. So drop and drop and drop is ocean. So the example was that just cleared each and every doubt.